Hello everybody. Welcome to Coffee, Love, and Books. I'm Michelle and this is my June reading vlog. And I'm here with my tea and I'm gonna fill you guys in on how my reading has gone so far this month. And I'm gonna add a few things to my TBR and just chit chat a little bit because I have a lot to cover in this first segment. Alright, so I'm going to cover the things I added to my TBR this month. There's one potential and two, absolutely I did add them to my TBR. Because my TBR was short. I only had 3 carryovers and 3 new books. So it's fine. I can add stuff to the load. Alright, so the first thing I added, and I already finished it, it was very short. I added Letter to Birmingham Jail by Martin Luther King. I guess it's a letter. I listened to it on audiobook. It was fantastic. In light of certain events, I would totally recommend you check it out. It's amazing and just, it's literally like a prophecy to what's going on in this day and age, and it's so helpful and beautiful, and I love Martin Luther King, and it's amazing. So I guess that's the first thing I finished for this month. And the next one I added was another one on racial relations that just piqued my interest. I heard about it on this show on YouTube, and it's called Enemies in Love, which is a very cheesy title. It's about a German prisoner of war and a black nurse who fell in love during World War II. Isn't that crazy? Sorry, the library sticker. Our library is giving out physical books again. Anyway, these two I'm so excited to read about. It's my nonfiction, I guess Letter to Birmingham Jail was as well. But I got so interested in what went on, how did this happen, and what kind of things did they face. It's so amazing that this is in a book, and I'm really excited to read about these two. And yeah, very interested in this one. Okay, so I'm going to go on to kind of my progress. I'm going to give more of how I'm feeling about books later because I have a lot to talk about in this particular part of the video. So stay tuned. Alright, so the first one I guess I worked on this month was Frankenstein. I have 50 pages left in this book. Not much at all. I really gotta just read them and get it over with. Even though I'm sure I'll love it. I don't know. I haven't been feeling like it. So hopefully soon I will finish Frankenstein. But it is a fantastic book, as I have said many, many times. Okay, so the next one I've been working on is Emma, and I am exactly 100 pages from the end of this book. It's been a bit of a trudge without me going from kind of keeping track of how many pages I've been reading so I read enough of them. It's been harder to read than the other Jane Austens, which were a little bit hard for me. But I think I'm getting to the point where in all Jane Austens, I am absolutely hooked and cannot put the book down. Because it's the romance climax, and I am so excited. So, I think I'm gonna really start loving Emma a lot more than I have been. So, I'm excited about that. We'll see at the end of this week. Okay. And the last book that I have been ripping through, I don't even remember how much I've read this past week, but I have read most of this book. I'm at least over halfway through, and it has not been that long. So I've been ripping through Masterpiece. I've really, really been enjoying it. Let me see. Yeah. It's really good. It has those token Francine River phrases, but I'll get into that later, where it's kind of cringy, but the overall plot is fantastic, and it's very character driven, which I love. And yeah, Okay, so that's how I've been doing so far. It's actually been a really good month so far, and I hope to keep on this roll. I also am listening to a little bit of What is Reformed Theology by R.C. Sproul. That's the other one. I haven't been doing it that much, but it's there. And yeah. Also, I know this has nothing to do with the reading, but it's a big thing on BookTube. I just finished season 1 of Avatar, and it's that finale though. Oh my goodness. It was so good. I've been loving Avatar. I've been watching it with my little sisters, and it's so good. And I love it. I'm so sad I didn't watch it when I was a kid, but I'm glad I'm making up for it now. And yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to bid you adieu. I have to go fold my clothes and watch some TV. Maybe I shouldn't have said that on BookTube. But anyway, I'm going to check out now. I will see you at the end of this week. Bye!
Now, I'm aware that this part of the vlog may need a little bit of explanation. Once upon a time, little Michelle was shucking corn for her mother, when she realized that corn actually has a fairly good head of hair, and she was reminded of when she was in 7th grade and played in Into the Woods, where they sang, "A hair as yellow as corn." Now, this got her to thinking that maybe she could make a wig out of corn hair. So she did the only possible logical thing to do, and she made that wig. Please enjoy.
I finally got the digital Mistborn from the library, and I'm so excited! After like months, I worked my way up 70 spaces to get that book, and I have it! Finally! The month it wasn't on my TBR, but it's okay. I have Mistborn! Okay. I may or may not read, what's it called? The Kiss of Deception this month because I'm reading Mistborn! I'm so excited. But, and okay, so I'm gonna talk about Mistborn first because I'm so excited! Anyway, Mistborn. I love it so far. I read the prologue and most of the first chapter. I fell in love with the prologue characters, so I hope they come back around. But either way, I just love this world. It's so fascinating. And it kind of gives me like Civil War vibes. Like that kind of, setting and movement. So I'm just so insanely excited to finish reading that book, and yes, I've heard so many praises of it, and I love it so far. The magic system, the world, the whole, the plot. Oh, I'm starting to fall in love with a few of the characters too. So, I'm excited. And I'm going to talk about the rest of the books I read this week. Besides Mistborn, which I read today, because I got it today. I'm so excited. Okay. So, the main book I've been tearing through this week is Masterpiece, and I'm gonna, I kind of stopped myself from finishing it yesterday because I was like, I don't want to finish this book and then have, Emma and Frankenstein to finish reading, so I literally been going through, 100 pages every time I sit down to read this book, so I only have, less than 100 pages left. Like, not even close to 100 pages, like 60 pages left in Masterpiece. And okay, so far Masterpiece has been, like, I've loved the plot, I love Francine Rivers, but sometimes she used to write erotica, and sometimes, like, she writes Christian fiction now, adult fiction, and there's just occasional things where I'm like, oh yeah, it's showing. But so it can be very funny. Some things are unintentionally funny, but the overall plot is very good. She does this thing where she kind of goes, like, very extreme and very dramatic, and that definitely happened in this book, but it's okay. I have enjoyed it a lot. I've been tearing through it, and it's taught me a lot about, like, foster care and like art and graffiti, and, like, this is graffiti and it's so cool. And I've enjoyed this book. I've definitely ripped through it. It's not been the best book, and like I said, it gets insanely dramatic and insanely kind of steamy is the word, I guess, which isn't the best thing, but I'm fascinated to see how it ends, and it actually took a turn that I did not expect. So I'm liking this book so far. I can't wait to wrap it up. Okay, and I finished Frankenstein today, like 5 minutes ago, and I really wanted to finish it before filming this segment. It had a solid ending. I think I was not feeling it towards the end. I just wanted to finish it up, wrap it up, have it done. But this is a great book. It's very easy to read. There's a lot of rambling about emotions, which made me just like if I'm in a TV show and something feels repetitive, I'll just skip, and sometimes I want to do that for books too. But otherwise, this was an amazing book, and the ending, it's like such good horror and mystique. Is that how you pronounce that? Anyway, it was so good, and even though I wasn't exactly feeling it, that didn't mean it wasn't an amazing book, which it totally was. And I would totally recommend that anyone read it, especially since you probably have to for 10th grade English. So, this is a goodie. Last one I really worked on this week with Emma. Let me see, did I read any other things this week? No, I don't think I did. Emma, oh man, it's picking up. It's getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I want to keep reading past, like, the 10 pages I do per day, which is what I try to do with classics, because I try to definitely not make myself read a lot of it in one sitting. 10 pages a day is pretty solid and helps me digest everything, but still enjoy the not easy to understand writing styles and such, and it's really picking up. I haven't really taken pleasure out of Emma so far, but man, it's picking up, and I'm so excited. I think actually watching Clueless, which I tried to stay away from spoilers, but Clueless is based off of Emma, which I realized halfway through the movie. I was like, this is Emma. This is like everything that happens in Emma, like small details to a T. And I was like, wait, should I finish watching it? I don't want spoilers, but then I realized, you know, it's okay. I might enjoy it more with spoilers. Like, even though Sense and Sensibility, which was not spoiled for me, took me completely by surprise and made me super excited, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed Pride and Prejudice so much, and I had that completely spoiled for me. So, knowing how it's going to end has actually helped me a lot notice clues for the romance, and I'm excited to continue on with this one and see where these last less than 100, like 90 pages take me. So, that's been awesome. Okay, that was basically it for my reading vlog. Tonight, by the way, I'm watching Lord of the Rings for the first time in like 4 years, so I'm so stoked for that. And I'm like, just after reading the books, I cannot wait. It's like the best feeling in the world to watch a movie after you just read the book, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to get more of Lord of the Rings. And yeah, I guess that's it for my reading vlog. These are the books I read this week. They were fantastic. Each and every one of them in their own way. What am I saying? They were fantastic. I am really loving my reading this month. I think I'm really getting into a place where I'm just loving so much of it and ripping through whatever I'm reading. So I'm excited to finish this up. All right, I gotta go. Bye.